What's up, everybody? Brett here, back today playing some more Total War Warhammer 3. Oh my god, we're Kislev. It still feels unreal. Gotta pinch myself every time I log into this game. Having early access is pretty sweet. Once again, thanks to CA for hooking me up with that. Guys, we only made it through 3 turns in almost an hour because we had cinematics and we had a lot of new mechanics to read about and new things to talk about. But now that we're in it, expect the turns to go by a bit quicker. Current objectives, right? We've got these two here. Establish a trade agreement. We're going to do that, no problem. And take the Oblast. We've got to take Igorov, Fort Jakova, and Volksgrad, being the capital there. So we're going to push our way through these. We're going to have several settlement battles today. We're at the end of our turn here, so we're regenerating. We're recruiting. Getting ourselves some more basic Kossars into our army. And yeah, Kislev, we've got some gold. We can go ahead and upgrade some of this. Yeah. Let's give ourselves a level 2 hunting lodge, but more importantly is the Orthodoxy Church. More devotion and supporters generated, more control. Once our control goes up, that also increases our growth, which is excellent. Unlocks hero recruitment, the Patriarch, and gives us an increased hero capacity, +1 for Patriarchs. That is going to be sick, and also lowers corruption for when that does become a thing. And believe you me, it will almost certainly become a thing. Alright. Just kind of taking stock of where we are in the world. Let's go ahead and real quick check out the quick deals. We're very close to getting a trade agreement with good old Valmir von Rokov here. What would bring him close? We'd have to give him cash. We have to give him 870. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Cool. Eventually, someone's going to want a trade agreement with us. I'm not going to spend 870 to make 1,000. That doesn't make much sense. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Hopefully, no armies come here to Igorov. That would make this a much more difficult fight. Gotta love the fast turn times, guys. That was insanely fast. A new mission has been issued. Grow your forces. Wars rage the length and breadth of this land. In such times, only the strong can hope to survive. Build your forces in order to meet the threats that face you. And for that, we'll get a standard of the empty steppe. The color of this banner seems to change to match the endless skies of the steppes, from empty blue to cold gray. And allows Vanguard deployment. That's pretty sweet. You give that to the right cav unit, and you can make some serious stuff happen. So here, we can't reach this once again. Our movement range is just that little bit too short. So what we're going to do is we're going to move about 50%. Go ahead and go into a camp stance. And do we want Kossars with spears? We can go ahead and check. They have... Oh, this is actually going to be Kislev. That's right. We're not fighting Northmen anymore. We are fighting Kislevites. Ooh, okay. I'm just going to grab the 2 more basic Kossars. It'll be nice to have a little anti-large at some point, but for now, let's just get the basic variant. They're cheaper. This is all good. I am going to keep this at level 1. We just need to get this to level 3. Up to a city. And then we'll delete this for a building that gives growth better than this. So let's not invest. Throw good money after bad, if you will. We've encountered the Rock Skulls. I think Ungrim Iron Fist is over here somewhere. Once we get close to Fort Jakova, we'll be able to talk to him. He'll probably give us a trade agreement that we're going to be happy with. Let's go ahead and pass another turn. Once again, no army, please. If an army pops up and goes into here, we'll have a really tough fight on our hands. And yeah, technology researched. We can now interact with one of the main components of the Kislev campaign. Another mission has been issued. We need to have 3 grand in income. And for that, we'll get Saint Anushka's Fingerbone. The beloved Saint Anushka met her end, rescuing an infant from a frozen lake. This relic from her beatified remains heals and restores its user's body. That's pretty sick. Yeah, that's pretty good. Just regen in general is pretty great. As a kid, I grew up Catholic, so I remember going to the cathedral in South Louisiana and seeing finger bones and stuff. And being like, well, this is kind of weird. Mission issue, recruit a character trained through the ice court. And we're going to do that right now. And for that, we're going to get a 12% ward save on the Talisman of Endurance. An OG item if there ever was one. Now, though, I might go for cold storage. We need to have at least 2 techs here to go down into this next tech. And I'd like to try it, if I can, rush Troll Country Pathfinder to get more campaign movement range. But cold storage here. In the endless steppes, nothing will grow in the grip of winter, so preserving food for the long haul is not just practical, but essential.
With this, we stand against chaos.
So, alright guys, let's go into the ice court. And for 1,200 gold, we can train a new candidate. Evelina Bebchuk is now in training. How many Bebchuks do we have? We already have an Evelina Bebchuk. Well, that's an interesting little, I'm going to call that a bug. Well, you know what? Let's call it a feature. They're twins. They're twins with the exact same names. Let us change stances. We may auto-resolve a fight or two here or there. And I want to test something real quick. This is going to be a Pyrrhic Victory. That is rough. Let's encircle. So you'll see here that there are ogres camped nearby, which allows us to recruit from their pool. So right now we can have up to 1 of their units, and they're just their really basic ogre bulls. But they're pretty damn cheap at 500 with a not so bad upkeep of 125 for what they offer us. Plus they're super sweet. Let's see if that changes whether or not it's a Pyrrhic Victory. It does, and they die. Wow, they suck on the yield resolve there. Did we happen to come across Ungrim? Because that would be sick. It doesn't look like we have. Alright, so we're going in. Let's do it, guys. We'll fight this battle. They have their own Patriarch. They have their own Armored Cossars. We're just going to take great advantage of our magic and our ranged superiority, of which we have, I mean, really severe range superiority. We just got to make sure we're not getting shot by towers the whole time. I want to tell you guys something too. I will never cheese the AI. I watch a lot of dudes. I'm not going to name any names, but y'all know who they are in the community. Their whole channels revolve around cheesing, and that's awesome. That's them having fun with the game. I don't play like that because if the game ever stops feeling loreful or like I'm immersed in the game, it's not fun anymore. Just like, you know, kind of messing with the mechanics of the AI and stuff is no fun. And I will say that the AI in Total Warhammer 3 to me has seemed leagues better than it has in the past. So it even is not as easy to cheese as it has been in the past. So in siege battles, settlement battles, things like this, I'm not going to do the thing that, you know, I might figure out that I can do in order to really abuse the AI's faults, if you will. So what I would like to do, this feels a little sketchy, but not too bad. I want clear lines of sight for my archers. That's the main thing that I'm thinking about. And all the little doodads and stuff in the settlement look awesome. We can go ahead and take a look at our ogres in just a second here too. So this is the primary capture point.
Bring us meat.
Start on deployment. There's the big boy ogres. Their war clubs ready to go. They cause fear, which is excellent. They have the ogre charge and wall breaker. So if we needed to, they could act as siege attackers, which is something we didn't have before. So now we have access to the siege attacker trait. That's excellent. This feels a little bit scarier to me than this. We want more open field if we can get it. At least more open line of sight. So let's do this. You guys here, you're going to march up that way. Probably a mistake to get lazy with my grouping. Let's do something like this. Put them in the front here. Now's not the time to get lazy with the grouping. We'll put you together once again. Cav and Snow Leopard work together very well. And maybe just leave the ogres here for now until we know where the towers are. Because I have a feeling they're going to get sniped out. Because they're such big targets. Alright. Start the battle. Let's move forward. We're going to shoot that thing right off the bat. Let's get that tower out of here, man.
It is my part.
So what have we got? They put up one platform. That's okay. We can beat that down with the ogres. And we will. But after we clear this entire landing. 5,000 HP. It's an arrow tower. Alright, let's get our Kossars here. Here we go. This should be going down pretty fast. A couple volleys, and we'll be good to go. This has such short range. This should catch quite a few of them. Excellent. Alright, and with that, we can now start the process of clearing. And once we clear just a bit more, this happens a lot, and I'm not sure why. Because I did not give that order. They're running around, they're acting kind of weird. Just shoot, guys. And we've got 83 seconds that we bought ourselves. Just move up. Just move up all the way. Prioritize getting in a good position first. Take off guard mode. Yeah, armored Kossars with great weapons. We can target them. We can even knock them down. That way they're not firing at us. We can drop this up here, hopefully to get some kills. Zoom in. Nice. Not a lot of kills, but a good bit of damage. There we go. Take them out. And let's get the ogres running up. And I think it's safe now to bring our cab up. Yeah, we're not going to be too scared of dervishes here. You can zoom in on these guys. It's the light cav. They're not going to do that well versus our armored great weapon infantry. I can tell you that much. Alright, we've still got another 20 seconds before we have to worry too much.
Kislev, the motherland's finest.
Take it all. Meal
Okay.
time.
And you know what? We're going to take guard mode off because it seems to be interfering with their shooting ability. And we're going to spread out some of our frostbite fire. That way they can't move quite so quickly out of the way. Alright, that wasn't a bad cast. Let's get a magic missile going up. Let's get that going. And now that this is back up, we need to target this now. Because it's going to be a second until we can get up here. You guys get in. We have overcast. Does that not give... Unfortunately, the overcast does not give us an area of effect like I had hoped it might.
Biggest in the tribe.
Get in there, guys. We took the tower down once again. Cav is now in the building. Let's take advantage of this opportunity to move everyone up and get everyone in. Nice and methodical will prevent us from losing everything. If we attack with this small of a force, with this low tier of units, from multiple fronts, you better believe we would have gotten crushed. Get a nice Wing Lancer charge if we can. Oh, these are armored Kossars. We need to get some actual firepower in there right now. Regular Kossars, you guys go that way. We're in good shape now to push forward. And then our group 2 here. Try and get them up there. You guys wouldn't mind just trying to quickly take out these armored Kossars. They're acting as a pretty massive roadblock right now. But between everything we have here, they should go down pretty soon. They have silver shields, so our range DPS not quite the best. And there we go. Army losses. We didn't even have to fight the Lord or take the next point. That's got to be the way to do that for sure. And you'll see there, we held them to relatively low number of kills. This group got a ton of kills. They were probably just freely firing on our other Kossar unit for a while. But not too bad. I've taken a few of these fights recklessly, off camera, and they do not go well. You have to treat these settlement fights with respect. The towers just plain old do too much damage. The AI is too foxy. If we had run in from 4 different lanes, they would have spread, you know, their smaller forces out. Could have potentially hid our Cav or Snow Leopard on the other side of the map and then rushed in from behind to take some of the points. And bigger maps will employ strategies like that for sure. But that was nice. We kept our casualties low, so our replenishment will be excellent.
My frozen kingdom expands.
And I think that's our second veteran warrior. Nice to get a hedge wizard here, increasing our recharge.
Tzarina Katarin of Kislev.
And from here,
Kneel before your queen.
2 more Kossars. And that's just how it's going to be for a while. We do have also 2 quest items, which we just get the first one at rank 7, so very soon. We'll get an upkeep reduction, income from post-battle loot, melee attack, magical attacks, weapon strength, and the ability of Frost Fang. So we get a lot of stuff. And then we get a quest battle here at rank 10. Alright, what are we going for? I would like getting 1 point in Inspiring Presence for the experience gained per turn. And the Aura Leadership effect is also quite good.
A gift from Kislev's great gods.
Ancillaries. Skills. Let's put a point in Hailstorm. That's probably our most used ability right now. And we have all the ancillaries that we can currently equipped, so that's good. If we want, we can check our control right now. We're slightly losing to Castalton. But that's because every time you fight... Let's see. Every time you fight Kislev units, you lose supporters. So it's kind of hard to keep. But happy to be taking this area nice and early. Getting the Orthodoxy Shrine here. At level 2, that'll give us the Orthodoxy Chapel, which will give us even more Patriarchs. And believe me, we want the Patriarchs. And what that'll also open up for us...
The Empire. What?
Is the ability to send some heroes down south to explore the rest of the Empire. So that we'll have more trade partners. Because trade in this game is no longer confined...
None shall question me.
To places that have ports or that you're connected to by like arbitrary roads, which is good. More trade, more cash. So Fort Jakova is up next. Gonna be hard to decide what to upgrade first. We'll probably go for getting the village here. That way we can get the Chitaz, the Kislevian term for a forest lodge, where Kossars gather after a hunt to feast and give thanks to the motherland.
Kislev endures.
But that's a nice strong force. And we might have an event this turn for the Ice Witch that we're recruiting. Instead, we get another mission. At the start of your turn, have at least 150 devotion. That's going to be hard. because we're spending it. We're spending it on buildings, and we're going to continue to spend it on buildings for quite some time. And when we're not spending it on buildings in 10 turns or whatever the case may be, we'll be spending it on making sure that we have one of the gods' favor. So here, we're still 4 turns away from having that, and that's okay.
Mistress of Ice.
Income is taking a bit of a hit. We can't reach Fort Jakova once again. Kislev is a big land. So what we're going to do is, we're going to come right up to the edge. Take advantage of a little bit more replenishment inside of our own lands.
We are both servants. You and I.
And we're going to recruit one
We
more.
serve the motherland.
Because we're going to get the Patriarch soon. And yeah, we want to save some room. And we don't quite need... We actually, you know what? We don't need either of those yet. Why? Let's not put the strain on our income if it's not necessary. We don't need either of those quite yet. So we don't need that. And we have our first choice here. The maiden, a young neophyte of the Ice Court, must now choose the path that best serves our queen. Should she walk in the storm or through the blizzard? So we get to choose whether or not we want her to be an ice or tempest maiden. I'm going to go with frost. It's actually kind of funny. She's a frost maiden tempest or a frost maiden ice. Like, it's kind of like mind melting me. I'm actually, you know what? I'm going to go with ice. That's what I meant. Ice. The vanilla ice naming conventions basically they're pretty self-evident. Diplomacy, quick deal,
It is
trade,
time.
and there it is. There's Ungram. Let's initiate diplomacy
I'll
with
have
him.
your words before you take my ale.
Nice to see you, Ungram. Wish more of the Game 1 and 2 Legendary Lords made it in. There's a couple, but not all of them. We'll propose this,
Very well.
and that'll give us an extra grand.
Sister, Storm Summoner.
Not that far off from some of these agreements. It's good to keep track of these, that way we know where we stand. But nice to get this mission done. Another grand, like I said, coming into the treasury.
Your insubordination will be punished.
And we may as well go into a stance like channeling to get more winds of magic. And we're good to go. And now we're about to spend some of that cash.
You'll die alone and frozen.
One motherland, the Tzarina Enclave. Though Kislev stands as one in the eyes of the world, in truth the motherland is riddled with sedition. An avarice boyar is the latest to show his hand, bribing dozens of Ottomans to reject your rule. Once your Ashina pay him a midnight call, the Ottomans abruptly regain their loyalty. Nice. So we should be able to probably confederate this group over here. I don't know what all they own. Wow, they have an entire province. Okay. Defeat any Chaos army in battle, which becomes more and more likely the lower our devotion goes.
Die beneath the heel of Kislev.
And Gerslev here. Let's go ahead and upgrade that.
One land.
Let's go and deal with this. Ice Maidens are attendants to the Tzarina, not yet as accomplished as the more powerful Ice Witches. It is the ambition of every maiden to attain that rank, and so they will look for opportunity to improve wherever they can. Could give her perfect vigor or Vanguard deployment. I'm going to go with Vanguard deployment. The idea is that one day they'll ride a bear. And I think they do. So I'm imagining them in the future. What would be more useful? Having them as Vanguard deployable or with Perfect Vigor? And I'm actually going to go with Perfect Vigor now that I think about it. It'll make them more effective fighting machines. But let me double check. Yeah, they do get bears at rank 14. Making them effective in
Defy
combat.
chaos. They invite death.
It really wants to kill my Ogre Bulls. I can't believe that. For the sake of expedience, I'm going to auto-resolve this and lose the Bulls, which sucks. Man, do I do that? It's basically an identical fight to the last one. I'm not going to make you guys sit through it. We're going to auto-resolve it.
Never falters. It is mine by right.
Veteran warrior once again, but we got a bailiff this time. Extra control in the province, that's great.
Kislev endures.
And that came with a hollowed wood. While the forests are dense in Kislev, certain hollowed sites contain the best heartwoods and trees said to be blessed by Ursun's urine. That's awesome. Okay. So, I don't know if we necessarily want this, but this is not terrible. It's giving us a lot of different things. Income from farms, which we're going to want to build probably a ton of as a primary means of achieving income.
The Tzarina.
Katarin has leveled once again. Frost Blades. I like the idea of getting Frost Shield up and running.
It is mine.
Every time she casts. You know what? I should have read that to you guys. Blades and arrows freeze solid in the bitter winds of ice magic that shield the warriors of Kislev. Every time she casts for 11 seconds, everyone on the map gets 15 armor and 12 missile block chance, which is huge. Especially if she has a bunch of cheap spammable spells. That's great. I have so many veteran warriors. We cannot fuse ancillaries, but we can sell them. And we will. We're going to salvage these for 200. I don't need that many of those. And we can go ahead and equip the bailiff for a little additional control. Our control here is down, but only because we keep conquering. Once we stop conquering, though, it'll go back to being positive. And we have the ability to recruit another Frost Maiden in our tech tree, but for now having 2 of them is probably enough. But the way that spells work in this game now, having additional spellcasters increases the spell strength. So there is like benefit to having additional spellcasters in your army for certain factions. Cathay has that, Tzeentch has that. What else can we be doing here? Lowering speed, biting wind, swift wing, gust of true flight. Let's just grab the passive here of freezing winds. A cold squall quickly escalates into a freezing gale which blows the enemy's movement across the battlefield. Just slowing everything on the battlefield.
None shall question me.
We could come up here and kill the ogres. That might be fun.
Mistress of ice.
You're about to find out exactly why I'm the tyrant.
They're becoming friendly with me, but they're kind of a small group, and they're very vulnerable to our missile fire. We could clear them from our lands right now, especially if all they're going to offer me is ogre bulls that I don't necessarily even want. That might be worth it. Alright, we don't need that, and I think we're good to go for yet another turn.
Greatest of ice witches.
Alright. And we get yet another ability here. Unbreakable, not necessary. Stalk, however. Ice Maidens are chosen in part for their steely will, a common trait in all Kislevites, but even more expected in the Tzarina's attendants. Others strengthen their bond with the motherland by stalking across its tundra. We're going to take Stalker. A perfect vigor caster that has Stalk on a bear mount, just sneaking around, not getting targeted, casting tons of spells. That is quite strong.
Most wise.
And here we have a neutral caravan army, which we could attack,
Born to rule.
which I'm tempted to attack. We're level 7, but we didn't get the quest item quite yet. We need to go for some of these bigger spells. I want to get to Heart of Winter, which I think is one of the more powerful spells that she has. So we're going to need to put some points into this.
My rule grows absolute.
Yeah, here come all the caravans. They have great longbow riders.
Certainly.
This is a much bigger force.
Indubitably. Indubitably.
Yeah, they like the word indubitably. That's fine. I do too. Yeah, we're in a little bit of a weird spot.
Ice Queen
I'm never going to meet these guys.
Though your empire is meager, your people have shown courage.
Huh. Have I not technically met them even if I've met their caravan?
Windshaper.
Who calls? What?
No, okay. So I was just thinking, guys, I don't want to attack their caravans for potentially free golden experience, because I can eventually trade with them, and I'm going to want to at some point.
The Empire.
Yeah, so let's not mess that up. And the Tzarina Enclave is going to love us because of that random event. Let's initiate diplomacy. They also have faithful to motherland.
We humbly welcome you.
And protective. I like it. We can get a defensive alliance and military access as well as a little bit of gold. Let's propose that offer.
Yes? Who calls?
Excellent. And I think that even gave me additional vision of the map because we have a defensive alliance. And we could even build an outpost in their capital and mess with that whole deal.
Most prudent.
Oh, there's Throt the Unclean. With Hell Pit somewhere in this general area. She has quite the empire here. Does she own Erengrad? She does. Oh, we're going to want to confederate with her as soon as possible.
Greetings on behalf of...
That is good to know. Alright. So I might not have to take all these locations by force. Prague I will definitely have to take by force. But this is excellent. Let her spend all the cash here.
Defy chaos.
I think I will attack these ogres and then push on into Volksgrad afterwards. What I could do is recruit some ogres from them first. Yeah. Let's be a little bit safe. We're going to declare war on them. You know what? Who are they at war with? That's a better question.
Respect the boss.
No one.
So the boss is gonna have ya.
That sucks. If they were at war with, let's say, Ungram, we could ask Ungram to pay us to go to war with them. So never go to a war for free if you can help it.
One land.
And we want to attack the guy who's raiding.
They invite death.
That way we don't have to attack into a camp. Which I'm pretty sure how this works. Yes, I want open field battle. It's giving me a Pyrrhic Victory. But with our ranged prowess, we should just gun these dudes down. Having 2 tyrants to kill is not easy. But it's not going to be as bad as all that. Pardon me while I drink a little bit. You'll notice the reinforcements are coming in directly behind us. However, they're on a delay. Yet another change that's been implemented. It's only a minute, though. We only have a minute to crush these guys before we have to turn around and deal with the reinforcements. So, obviously, I think we're going to want some nice open ground. I could come up here and play the high ground, the forest. But instead... let's march out and meet these guys as quickly as possible. We'll lock that group. Behind them, large group of Kossars, and then behind them, the Ice Court. Or the Ice Guards, I should say. Make them group 3. Once again, Snow Leopard and Cav can hang out together. We'll use them to pick off the Saber Tusk packs, which we'll look at in a second because they're pretty sweet. Put them in the front. And then at a certain point, we're going to have to wheel around and deal with them. Take a look at these things. They are intense looking. They're very fast. They hit very hard. Weapon strength of 70. Look at this dude. He's massive. With nothing next to him for scale, it's hard to tell. But he is enormous. We got the little Noblars here, which we're going to shoot to pieces. And then the Ogre Bulls are going to get wrecked. We're all about the missile game here. Let's move forward. A little alt-click.
Time and again, Kislev has faced worse than this rabble.
You know, we're actually just going to... Wow. Okay. That messed it up a little bit, but we're okay. Everyone is trying to walk as well. I prefer they run.
Moving. The motherland's finest.
Yeah, and it's gotten itself a little bit messed up. That's okay. We can manually do this.
On the march.
Taking position.
Lock everybody up.
Kislevites.
Winged lancers.
Keep in mind, guys, we've got 30 seconds until we get sandwiched.
I go.
And when we get close enough, they're going to move.
Comrades of the bear. Obey the orthodoxy.
There we go.
Whatever Orson asks.
Just slow and steady, moving forward. If I knew they were going to stay this far back and keep moving back, I would have stayed here and camped that spawn.
We fight for Olsen. Excellent.
That's alright. We can make them have to come and attack us.
March.
There we go.
Try.
And just like that, we are in range.
For Mother Kislev.
And we are going to slow them.
Winged lancers. Hussars. Follow the bear. For the orthodoxy.
Tzarina, Katarin.
Back it up.
Hussars.
Seeking opportunity.
Yeah, slow them down.
Hussars. Winged lancers.
Go kill those things.
For Kislev.
Shoot them up. We still have plenty of time. There we go. Rampaged. Excellent.
Ice guard.
Now we're going to turn here. Let's unlock.
Comrades of the bear.
Get some formations going.
Comrades of the bear.
These will almost certainly not come back. They're all shattered. Yeah.
Armored
Alright.
hussars.
Get you guys in front. And our calf can come back and help us kill this guy.
Follow the bear.
Defenders of Kislev. For the
Back
throne.
it up.
Taking point.
Let's get you away.
Taking
That is not who I clicked on.
Acceptable.
We'll put the Death's Frost on him. Do a little direct damage.
Armored hussars.
And let's shoot our pistols here.
Vengeance. The motherland's finest.
There we go. Got a couple shots in.
For the Orthodox faith.
Lend these power.
Yeah, this ended up being kind of a mess. And it shouldn't have been. Something about the orders that I've been giving, I don't know if it's this like formation stuff that they tried to implement.
Tzarina, Katarin.
From Three Kingdoms, but like units don't behave the same in this game as they normally do in Total War Warhammer 2, and I'm still adjusting to it
On the march.
because it's not good. They have a tendency to bunch up on each other and like not follow orders.
March. Kislev.
Kislev, supreme leader.
There you go, guys. Give them a little extra melee attack and stuff.
Comrades of
Yeah, as we suspected, I mean, it's just going to be the tyrants that give us problems.
The motherland's finest.
Kislevites moving!
Attack!
Take out all of their support,
The Frostbringer!
and they should break.
Some Kislevites! Queen's Lancers! Moving!
Pull the Kossars forward, get them in a melee.
Our duty served! Making it so!
The Leopard's probably doing most of the work here. There we go. Make a bunch of little kill boxes.
For Kislev! Yeah. Led by Rhyme.
And they should be breaking right about now. See if we can blast them in the face with a magic missile. If we'll end up killing our own stuff. Looks like we probably killed our own stuff. It was worth a shot though. Let's end the battle. What we don't want to do is kill the Lord and then have them recruit a full HP Lord. Mind if I drink a little water? All right. So once again, messy. It felt messy to me, and it's not my orders. It's definitely something to do with units trying to maintain formations, some new weird way the guard system works. Something is not the same. This might be an instance where we take the replenishment. 10% replenishment is quite a bit.
Send them to the labor camps.
And if I have the opportunity to attack them again, I'll take it. Yeah, and the settlement's gone. But that was excellent. Did I just get duplicates of those again? To sell for another 400 or another 200, I guess? But that was excellent. We're getting 2 battles off of that. Which means we're leveling, which means we're getting additional control. This is all good stuff. Yeah, we're just going to sell these. We could keep them from when we get another lord, but we don't need them. This early stage in the campaign, I'd much rather have the gold. Boost our income some more. Could go for an early warhorse, but rank 14 is not that far off. Let's hold out for that. I'll boost Death Frost. Direct damage spell. It doesn't really tell me who it's best against. Strong versus character, so it does. It does.
A gift from Kislev's great gods.
So I can't finish these dudes off yet.
Mistress of Ice. They invite death.
But I'm going to get as close as I can. And channel. Alright. That was a very productive turn. And we have the ability now to recruit a Patriarch. 2 Patriarchs, in fact. And we're going to do that. They're going to wreck our upkeep. But we have Anatol Elstov, or Eltsov, Masya Maslov, and Grigor Strevsky. Wow. Leadership +5 when in an own territory. The aggressive is nice. Imagine these guys on bears, once again. I like getting the guys that give me bonuses whenever I'm fighting in my own territory. So I'm going to take Anto and Grigor.
Patriarch of Kislev.
And I'm going to send them to join my army.
Stay healthy, Kislevites.
Bucha Zarovia. Alright. Grigor here.
Patriarch of Kislev. Warm your hearts with Orson's breath.
And I know I said I would send one south to go and discover new places to trade with, but we're going to discover those on our own, I think, pretty dang soon. And we are about to be able to get level 3 Kislev, which is excellent. Quick deal.
Never yield.
Ungol Kindred. Wow, they really like me.
Your is all.
Who are they at war with?
Kislev.
All chaos and the Great Orthodoxy. Alright. I'm in, man. Let's make some diplomacy happen.
Kislev in name, but I am your true authority.
All of these deals, plus a bunch of cash. Love it. Propose offer.
For the mother.
Who calls? What? Yes? The Empire.
Bow to me.
So,
And I'm still not willing to pay any of that stuff. Close to a military alliance with the Tzarina Enclave. And then that'll put us one step closer to a confederation with them. They also have missions for us, which is another new thing.
The dance ceremony welcomes you.
No, I don't want to trade settlements. To get into that menu is Outpost, yes. War coordination. So I can ask them to attack if I have a bunch of allegiance. I can build an outpost here, which would allow me to recruit units from them. But it's going to cost me 3 grand, which I don't want to spend right now. I don't really have it to spend it. What's our trade looking like? 580. Yeah, a lot of our stuff is coming from trade.
Accept suffering.
You know what? You guys are probably going to want to run this away.
Once the orthodoxy permits.
Because I'm coming this way. Alright, let's roll that. Oh, this is a little annoying. It's going to try to tell me every turn that I need to build an outpost, and I'm not. So we're going to be ignoring that. Let me send a quick text here. Someone who's kind of a friend of the family was unfortunately murdered recently. And my ex is trying to go to a ceremony for them. So we're kind of coordinating that. Yeah, so not really happy times. But we did indeed, sorry guys, sorry for that brief aside, but we did get the Frost Fang. A single blow landed with its truly deadly magic sword is enough to fell even mighty beasts. And that's awesome. Whenever we have to retrofit our army with better infantry units, we'll be benefiting from this recruitment cost reduction, which is awesome. Not to mention the minus 5% upkeep is huge. And we finished cold storage, excellent. So another tech is available to us, and we're going to go for Troll Country Pathfinder. Those who lose their way while traversing Troll Country tend to end up dead. Some men of Kislev have spent their lives learning all the safe routes through the region. Yep. Boom.
Your Tzarina looks after you.
Alright, and for our Frost Maiden here, I think she's going to be the one that we send south. I think that's what we're going to do. Missile strength or melee attack for our army. I'm going to go with, I think, missile strength. Inspired by this envoy's visit to their barracks, both infantry and cavalry archers will now shoot farther and with greater accuracy. They were pretty equal options, for being real.
My rule.
Let's finish off the ogres here.
The motherland.
I shouldn't take any damage from this. How much cash am I getting? Oh, that's nice. 2 grand. This was so profitable attacking them. I'm glad we did. Could have got some ogres from them first. But, c'est la vie. And I'm going to take the full replenishment. Sword of Battle. Cool, cool, cool. Can give that... You know what? This... Yeah, I was about to say, this should be equipped. Sure. That'll be given to my patriarchs probably because they're going to be more battle-focused characters.
Ice Queen. Go with pride.
So I don't need to be
Never falter.
in my territory.
Spread our orthodoxy.
I'm fully
I will
healed.
brook no complaint.
Volksgrad, however, is going to be quite the fight. We're probably going to try to do... I know there's an army here. When we get close, we are going to ambush and try to lure them out.
Live and die for Kislev.
Absolute devotion. Warm your
No, no, no.
hearts
Go that way.
with
Go that way. Go that way.
ocean's breath.
Kind of annoying that they have...
No higher power than I.
I mean, they have multiple armies.
Will
Hopefully this guy doesn't try to
betray
snipe me.
my faith.
Indeed.
And Kislev here. Oh, wait. We've got yet one more turn before we can upgrade that. No problem. Pass on that. Pass on that.
None shall
And
question
good to
me.
go. We don't want them to see us coming. And they're going to see us coming because of this. Yeah, we enter war on the side of our allies for sure. It's okay because we're not even going to have to fight those guys. That's a chaos faction. This is not good, however.
It is treason to command me.
They're sending multiple armies down here. And this is not a very strong spot.
Kislev endures.
But I tell you what, I can reach Volksgrad right now. Oh, that's awesome. This is a bigger fight than the last ones we've been involved with. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a palisade. We'll put palisades everywhere. Lots of spending.
Born to rule. They will fall.
Let's go ahead and encircle for a second.
Unleash Kislev's wrath.
Because I have options.
And die for Kislev.
All I can do is hinder replenishment. That kind of sucks. I can't assault units, which would weaken them before the fight. And unfortunately, this is not level 3, so... we don't have the benefit of having yet even more units to defend. It's going to take them a while to do this, if they can even do it at all, because we will have walls, keep in
The
mind.
orthodoxy sees all. Stay healthy, Kislevites.
Alright. One little, movement mess up has made it so that we're not going to be able to bring both our patriarchs into this.
Replenish.
At least I don't think so. Yeah, we're going to be just that little bit off.
Kislev never falters.
Yeah, that sucks. But that does change the math a little bit here.
They invite.
Especially in something like the auto-resolve. But I want to be careful. If I auto-resolve this and lose half my units, and by that I mean basically I'll just, I'll be super low on HP. Those other armies can just turn and come for me. And I'll also be weak whenever I have to go and try to take them out. Now this is a tough fight, and it's going to take a long time. They've got double Zarguard, which are strong in melee but have no range component, unlike the other groups. Yeah, we'll quick save and we'll fight this. This could be a bloody affair. This is another instance where we're probably going to have to take it nice and slow and steady. Now the patriarchs have heals, which is why I wanted to get 2 of them into our army ASAP. That way we can make our frontliners go a little bit further. We can make our cav and our, single entity like the Snow Leopard go a little bit further. I haven't had a chance to use them yet. I don't know how strong the heal is. It certainly doesn't, regenerate models like the undead do. So you want to cast it a little bit preemptively as soon as the enemies meet your front lines. That's when you cast your heal. That way you don't lose too many models. Alright. That's a nice big open causeway. Yeah, I don't hate that. But this is a case where we have so many more units than the enemy that we should consider sending cavalry to alternate locations. And I think that's what I'm going to do. There are multiple capture points easily available to us. We can hit this one and we can hit this one. And if they don't, if they defend it, great. No, less units at the front gates to stop us. If they don't defend it, then we just take it and swoop around the back and get them that way. Let's go ahead and make these hot groups 6 and 7. That's fine. Basically the perfect width for our 3 frontliners to come on in. Take a look at our guy too, our Patriarch, and his one ability, Ursun's Roar, gives a charge bonus and leadership. That's great. I don't know, does he not have his heal yet? He might not. That might be something we need to unlock. But that's okay. His combat stats, not so hot. But he will be. He will be awesome eventually. Alright, Kossars. Let's keep it pretty simple. We'll go 2 groups of 4. Yeah, 2 groups of 4 is fine. Ice Guard here. And then our Hero Corps right in the center. And that's fine. And now we just push up. Now it takes a long time for these types of single entities to take outpost points, or whatever they're called. I forget what they're called. Supply locations.
We fight for Ursun!
That just wrecked my own guys. Yeah, I tried to cast it when she was in front, and then of course she stopped and I shot my guys in the back. Not smooth moves.
Sons of Kislev!
Tower right there. We gotta go destroy that.
Bring them down!
I hate the green, guys. I cannot see it in the snow at all.
Taking point! On the march!
So you see they're sending things to stop me from capping these points. Good. We're close to getting it. I honestly don't care if I do. Because between these two, we can win this fight easily. Let's knock down this tower, please. So we're kind of pigeonholed into going this way, which is not great. Gonna bring my Kossars that away. This way. And there we go. These dudes are gonna get crushed. We took one of the points. Their Patriarch is not in the fight at all. They're not breaking only because of their special trait. Let's go kill this guy too. With his low armor, it should be relatively easy. I was about to say, is anyone standing still? Me to cast some spells on, man.
The cold rises. Defenders of Kislev.
Let's get in there.
Cossacks! Follow the bear!
That's Zargard. We need to be very afraid of them.
Hearts of ice! Slay them!
Ice guard!
Let's keep them away from us, actually. Slow them down.
Comrades of the bear!
There we go.
Armored Cossacks! They die!
Let's get in, please.
Cossacks!
You guys can push up through here.
Honor!
Bring maybe one guy here.
March with pride!
Another one there.
Position!
Another one there.
For the throne!
Another one here.
Kislev sends us forth!
Really gotta baby them.
Rust maiden! Fleet flint!
And did we kill him? I think we did. I was about to say, if that's Zargard, we're gonna nope the hell on out of here. And we're gonna go kill this group.
Attack, comrades! Purge them! For the motherland!
And that's our new spell right there. Nice Wind Blast. And then Frost Fang. Oh, wow. That does a ton of damage. Okay, we're going to get wrecked by these Zargard.
Hearts of ice! We fight for Ursun! Cossacks! March with pride!
Nah, we just need to get in there, guys.
Ice!
Just fight.
Sons of Kislev! Slay them! Fleet flint!
Nice. We pin them in.
Purge them!
So,
Armored Cossacks!
the Zargard's coming. They're kind of a big deal in the balance of power. Let's get over here. And we're going to shoot them as they come in. You can pull the cav out.
I am the school! Tzarina Katarin!
I can slow them to buy myself more time. You know what? No, why do that when I can do this? I can buy myself more time to set up.
Ice guard!
Purge them!
They die!
Yeah, might as well. You guys all fight. That's fine. There we go. Disrupt their unit formation.
Armored Cossacks!
Everybody shoot.
Hearts of ice! Kislev endures!
Shoot, please. Shoot, please.
Repositioning! Seeking opportunity. Yes!
Let's see what Death Frost does to Zargard. That's a lot of missile fire.
Killing treacherous blood! Armored Cossacks! Yes!
You can watch our Patriarch get a couple swings in. This should honestly just break them.
Tzarina Katarin! Kislev!
Though once they break, they become invulnerable. It's rough fighting Kislev, man.
Power!
So defensive. And these guys are basically broken as well.
Taking position!
Anything for Kislev!
Not unexpected that the Zargard held until the last. And let us end the battle. Yeah, we managed to keep the losses to a minimum. Couldn't really keep these Zargard from, engaging our Kossars, but we could drown them in Kislevite bodies. Yeah, man, and this has been a nice long episode. We have just taken the entire province. That's going to fulfill one of our primary missions that we have. And we have a siege to look forward to, potentially. in the upcoming video, which I can't wait to see what the map of Kislev looks like. I don't think it has its own unique battle map, but a Kislevite city should be something that's pretty fun. Scepter of Stability I'll probably sell or merge into some other item. And with that, we have the entirety of the province under our control. Done and done. That's 5 grand in the bank, which we needed. Now we have the mission to appoint an Ottoman. When an Ottoman position becomes available, a choice of 4 candidates displays on the Ottoman's panel. Once appointed, optional dilemmas will appear from time to time, the outcomes of which can earn the Ottoman unique traits. Do they fight, though? By doing so, we're also going to get the Mirror of the Ice Queen, which causes damage in melee. Wow! A hand mirror fashioned from flawless ice with an intricate frame of frostwork will reflect the foe's violence back on himself. Well, that's huge. I also like that we have the option to get some cav.
Tzarina Katarin of Kislev. They are one people.
And is this still active? Yes, we have 1 more turn. So all of these levels we got really contributed to us having supporters. Though we may have gotten more from taking settlements, we would have gotten less growth in all of our settlements. So what do we have here? This guy is good on fighting corruption, but not so much on control. This one's good in control. This one's a split. This one gives growth and income. Interesting. That's kind of a nice series of choices here. I don't need strict control. I would go with a hybrid before going with the others. But I'm much more interested, I think, in income and growth. So how do I assign? Oh, I can assign him like this. Oh, interesting. Okay. So let's assign him to the Eastern Oblast. Excellent. And that is an incredible item. Like, unbelievably incredible item. And I'm going to play with this. Oh, I can't fuse them because they're not the same type of item. That sucks. It kind of sucks. Not really. Let's go ahead and level ourselves up before we head out for the day. We're going to take evasion here to push towards our more powerful AoE spells. Man, we could have got another level, another point of control if we had gotten our other guy in time. Steel technology. Increase our research rate a little bit. You get enough of those going and it does add up. So this guy here, Urson's Roar, replenish troops is nice. Super nice. Yeah, what we want here is this. Saliak's Lullaby. So we need to get this, and then we're going to rush this, and then it's going to be replenish troops. And a Warbear at level 11. Sick. And with the province under our control, corruption not being an issue, control being a minor issue now, gonna be income. We're gonna really be pushing the income. And Volksgrad has a woodman's hut, which is unique to it. I don't mind keeping the Oblast hollow. And potentially having this be a place where we can recruit wing lancers if we should so desire. But I think that's it for today, guys. Can I get another Ottoman? It shows exactly what they offer you. No, we want to keep him here. I wonder how we unlock more Ottomans. And what if there is a cap on them. I'd be interested to know as well. That's it for me today, guys, though. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Brett. Channel's Goodtalk Gaming. And as always, y'all, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.